Yep. All right. Yeah. Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports. We continue in our exit interview series. Obviously, we got some bonus content with the drama that's going on with Dez and, Dak brother, Tad Prescott. Yeah, I'm going to get into that. We're going to actually start the show off with that. Get that out the way. But yeah, but it's a lot of football. Most importantly, we're here to talk about football, not fights. But yeah, it is some fights though. It's sad to see the homies getting at it. But hey, sometimes when you're dealing with two alphas, that happens. You know what I mean? It's life. But yeah, we gonna be talking about these safeties because the safeties is the room that can get away from us. Obviously, we got a lot of people on one-year contracts, so that just makes sense to kind of start off with the safeties, right? So we gonna start off with those safeties. We gonna talk about what can we do? What can we do? Is it time to panic? Because it could be, all right? Because how long we been waiting on a quality safety room? And then you get it and you gotta let it go? We gonna do that? We gonna just let that happen? I honestly don't think that's gonna happen. So we gonna talk about all the options. And we got the phone lines popping. So this gonna be an interactive show. And I love it when the people come in because y'all bring that fire. And it's off season, so nobody got all the answers on off season. So I'm gonna need y'all here. We gonna also reason through this together. I'm not coming here to say I got all the answers. I'm coming here to say, hey, I got some different ideas that might work. But as we get into those ideas that might work, we will also hear from you. All right. So y'all stay with Boss Cowboy Sports. I'm setting up the Millennial Falcon in the back. Like always. Be patient. I'll be right back. All right, welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports. Yeah. All right, we gonna start off always with the comments from the people. That's always appropriate in my view to start off with your voices. So let's kick it off. So let me start from the top. We got Antoine in the house. Antoine said, "What's up, fam? What's going on, big dog?" Day Walker, what's going on, big bro? Man, what's up, man? Who? Mac Jones? Yeah, let go. And then Antoine say, get J-Rock a contract. Whew, we gonna talk about that. Stephen White said 4. He said, hi, y'all. And yeah, appreciate that, Day Walker. Hit that like button. That's one of the most important things y'all can always do. Like the first thing you should do when you come in the house, especially if you've been rocking with this content and know that we really work hard. Marcus, I got your name right today, big dog. He say J-Rock and Hooker are my guys. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. Then Leon said from Facebook, hold down Facebook for me, big dog. He said keep Kearse. Yeah, absolutely keep Kearse. He said, I agree with Dez, by the way. Let's get that out the way. Man, I'm going to start with that, big dog.
Yoga fire.
I'm going to start with that. Yeah, let's get that out the way. We going to get that out the way. Sadiqa Charles. Sadiqa, let me know if my music's too loud. Let me know if I need to turn it down some more. All right. D-Rock say, boss with the hot sauce. Yeah. What's good, my guy? Chilling, big dog. We definitely finna get into this content. And then Day Walker say Sean Payton ain't and can't do no more than what Mike McCarthy is currently doing. Thank you,
Yoga fire. Yoga
Facts.
flame.
Yeah. I mean, you know, obviously there's another dimension of Sean Payton, but I said it yesterday. I said Bill Parcells is as high as you're going to get, and he couldn't do it here. So, yeah, we got to look at other things other than thinking coaches go come in and rescue us. My boy say Russian Jerome in here. I don't know what that is, but cool. Ooh, here we go. We starting with the Dez stuff. He say Dez should have kept that to himself or called Dak. That was some stuff. No matter how he spent it, people gonna take it as shots fired. Yeah, we gonna definitely talk about that. We gonna get Dez out the way first. All right, so let's deal with the Dez stuff, man. Let's kick this off with Dez. All right. So, obviously, you know, with the Dez stuff, it started with him speaking his mind over social media, right? I love Renell Williams' comment. Ooh, let me go back to this real quick. My boy Renell, what's up, my dog? He said, there's no Messiah coach out there. And then somebody said, Dez was being honest. I agree. All right, so let me give y'all my 2 cents on this real quick. All right. So Amari Cooper is far from the problem in Dallas, so let's get that straight. If we really want to keep it a buck, Dak needs to call up Romo and talk about how to read defenses so he can understand the D weakness on how to utilize his weapons in certain situations, right? So, you know, without getting out to the details, that started a fight, right? And this is my honest to God take on it, right? Because everybody know it was one time, you know, Dez and Dak, they was cool, man. You know, hey, buddy, what's going on, big dog? How you doing, old pal? So, but this is the honest to God way I feel about it. I want both of them boys to shut the up, man.
Yoga fire.
Yeah.
Yoga
so
flame.
If you don't know about this part to menace to society, obviously they started off cool. But then just my take on it. I don't even care if Dez is right. I don't care if Tad Prescott is right. At this point, I don't want to see brothers fighting in the public, period. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Y'all know each other. Pick up them phones. Hash it out. It's too much of this going on in America. It gets on my damn nerves. To where we get in our pride and we start fighting in the public and we start doing all kind of stuff. And most of the people that's just watching this fight don't care about neither one of those guys. So, you know, some people need to grow up. I don't care who it is. I'm not taking either side. I'm saying both of y'all need to shut the fuck up. How about that? You know? And I mean that. Like, I don't really want to see it. I really don't. I want to talk about football. I'm done with that. That's my take on it. All right? I'm done with that. Both of y'all, shut up. I don't care. Period. All right, so getting to the football, back to football, because that's what we're here to talk about. I'm not finna spend all day talking about a rumor. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna do that. And none of us go agree on the facts of it or who fault it is. Let's just talk about football, man, because none of that drama go help us win a game between them two. None of that drama. Neither one of them play. Dak play. So I'm moving on. So we talking about this safety room. That's my and so in the safety room, we got some issues, right? The issues is, first of all, that room is getting ready to deplete real fast. So we gonna start with the number one guy, obviously, that most people concerned about, and that's Kearse, right? So as we dealing with Kearse, you know, Kearse is an obvious alpha dog, okay? And he was somebody that most did not at all expect to do what he was doing, okay? And how he performed. Now, I've said this many times, but I was not at all surprised. I'm not bragging, but just being honest, I did the work on him 2 years ago. Okay? So even before he was with Detroit, I put him in my book, which I'm working on, book 3 of Boss Cowboy Guide. So in book 1, when I talked about him, I literally said he was the top sleeper, my top sleeper 2 years ago when he was a 3rd safety in Minnesota. Okay? Now, this is the thing that we got to remember about people like Kearse, okay? So that we can spot his types again, okay? And I got some good news. Your boy Boss Cowboy already at work. I got a brand new group of sleeper safeties that I'm a debut. I'm talking about the film is already done. So the first thing I'm gonna tell y'all, almost in every free agency, there are Kearse types, sleepers, right? And you can get those, but what we gotta do here at Boss Cowboy Sports and the fans is we gotta learn to shop not just the top shelf guys. We gotta learn to shop with those guys that are value deals, okay? So I'm gonna get into this list, not too heavy today. I'm gonna show film on all these guys, every one of them. And I'm actually excited about the potential of a new safety room. Ooh. But yeah, Kearse is somebody that I will say is somebody we should try to hold on to, just to be honest. More so because we lacked for so long. We've lacked for so long a safety playmaker, and not just a safety playmaker, a leader, okay? A leader. And this is the good thing about the safety market. Y'all hear me out? Because see, listen, I've been writing books on this for the last 3 years, okay? I've been heavily invested into our off seasons. I work very hard in the off season. I would say I probably work hard in the off season than I work during the season, to be honest. But this is what I can say. You definitely want his type because of the leadership that he brings. He has a magnetic leadership quality that matches his play. But the biggest thing and why you went ahead and spend some money on Kearse, because more than likely, he probably ain't gonna even cost that much. Just to be honest, the safety market has been deflated over the last 2 years. Remember Harris went to Philadelphia? Yeah, Harris had Kearse on the bench when they was at Minnesota. And Harris went for only $5 million. So when you look at the safety market, safeties are not getting paid like they used to, which gives us a good chance, a great chance of being able to sign Kearse first. But what's gonna likely happen? Let's be all the way honest. Yeah, my boy Keystone, I feel you on this. My boy Keystone in the building with the sleeper files. He said Anthony Harris have no market value either. Exactly. So there's a good chance we gonna be able to restock that safety room, and I'm gonna be honest, without freeing up that much space. But Kearse is a guy, to be honest, we should bring back. Just to be all the way honest, we should bring Kearse back. To me, he is the top free agent to bring back. The number one. He is the number one, hands down guy that I think we should bring back. All right. Then we also have Malik Hooker, right? And so Malik Hooker is somebody that's a Marshalls. I always talk about the Marshalls picks. Those are guys that had a former high value, right? A former first rounder, and they drop for different reasons. Sometimes it's injury. Sometimes you're in a deep room like Kearse was. So when I'm shopping, I'm telling you right now, y'all gonna laugh at some of the people on this list. That's natural because this list is imperfect. I intentionally look for imperfect guys, but more so, not just the imperfections. Some of these guys are sleepers because they're actually really good players in deep rooms. I'm gonna say that again. Some of these guys are great players, but they're in deep rooms or dysfunctional organizations, which makes them a deal. So when you're dealing with Jerry and Steven, we got to learn how to shop and look at assets as they do. Because we all know and should have learned to love the way that we shop in the offseason. We should love the way that we shop in the offseason now because it's actually smart. We don't shop for top level guys. We never pick guys in the first weeks of free agency, the hot ticket guys. We really start shopping week 2, week 3. That's our goal mine. But yeah, with Malik Hooker, he's also a candidate, in my opinion, to bring back. Actually, one of the top candidates. But see, what you want to do with a Malik Hooker, in my opinion, is because of his massive injury history, you got to always rotate him. It would be a bad idea to give him full-time starter reps. His injury history is just too big. Just period. His injury history is too big. So with an injury history as big as his, he's an asset, but he's an asset if you use him, in my opinion, if you use him in a rotational standpoint. Because then what you're doing is you're getting a real good player, but you're not wearing his legs out. And you are limiting the risk of injury. But he's also, because of his injury history, somebody that would likely be able to come back to the Cowboys at another dirt cheap price. So he will be top on my list, but as a rotational player. So we got the phone lines open again. We got the phone lines working. I told y'all I was gonna have them working today. So let's take some calls. All right, we gonna take some calls. We gonna talk about some safeties or whatever y'all want to talk about. We could talk about this. We could talk about all that stuff. But yeah, we gonna take some calls because I got the call lines open. Then we gonna get back into these safeties and we gonna kind of break down all these guys from an exit interview standpoint. So we got the call lines open. But while we do, I do want to ask a question. All right. So obviously with Kearse, we want to ask you a straight up question. With Kearse, is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down? All right. That should be an obvious thumbs up. I also want to get you Malik Hooker. Okay. Looking for your vote. Malik Hooker, bring him back, or thumbs down, let him go. I am thumbs up on both of those guys. Thumbs up on both of those guys. And I do got the call lines open. So, and don't be shy, man. We go just talk some football. Yeah, a lot of y'all be so shy. So we got the call lines open. But yeah, I'm seeing massive thumbs up on both of those guys. I agree.
Yoga fire.
Yeah, I would love the safety room with those guys. I'm not seeing no calls. So yeah, and my boy Marcus said he want both of them. I agree. I think we should do both of those guys, straight up. So since I don't see the phones, I don't make sure the number right. Yeah, nobody calling in, so I'm gonna keep moving. So yeah, so it's matter of fact, it's absolutely no thumbs down from nobody. So that's an indication of the quality of the room that we have. So I got the call line open, so whenever y'all call in, I have it ready to go. Yeah, and then I like this comment right here, which I think is gonna happen. That's why I think the safety room is not as bad as what we think. Okay. He said, I need Hook on that dollar store deal. I think you go get him on that dollar store deal, brother. And then I like this comment by Jermaine. He said, I would still draft the safety round 3 and 5. Me too, but historically, this is the thing. I think Stephen Jones, he just don't value safety to where if you look at us historically, we only start really looking at safety around round 6 historically. We haven't really looked at safety seriously in the draft. We've passed up on thousands of quality safeties in a draft. That's actually common for us to do. Common. So I got the phone lines open. I don't know why I ain't getting no calls. Hopefully I'm not having no issues, but the phone lines are open, and usually by now I would have had about 10 calls. So I don't know what's going on, but we definitely got that phone line open. I'll be looking at it. I don't know why it's not ringing. And if y'all calling, put a comment in there saying that you're trying to call, because then I check and see if it's something else. But yeah, so then we also have Damontae Kazee. All right. So Damontae is also somebody that was on a dirt cheap deal. Okay. And I want to tell y'all the thing that we did in our front office that was, to me, smart. We definitely went after guys, there we go, with ball skills. All right, here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter.
Hey, what up, though? You know what I'm talking about?
What's up with it, Star?
Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Your phone lines are dry. Figured I'll wet that thing up for you.
Man, wet it up, big dog. So it ain't nothing wrong with my phones. It's these boys scared to call in.
That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? Scared to jump in, double dutch style. You know what I'm talking about? Get in there.
Get in there, big dog. So what's your thoughts on the safety, Star?
I'm cool with trying to recover everybody that's free agent. We'll see what happens with the money they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if they really love the vibe and the way the defense is rolling and the camaraderie that they built, you know, I mean, at some point in time, somebody got to take a team friendly deal. I mean, I feel like Randy Gregory should take one because we put so much faith into him. You know, he's supposed to be there for 6 years type thing. Is almost the way his stuff went, and Jerry went to bat for him, then changed policies and everything for him on the play. So, you know, he should be the first one to take a team friendly deal. But
I
like I
actually
say,
agree with that. I actually agree with that, Star. And I'm the last person to take a team friendly deal. But
some people got to like Zeke should have took team friendly deal. I mean,
they
didn't cover it up. They didn't cover up so many things that Zeke was involved in. I know Dallas police officers that tell me that for sure he beat up people and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And they made that disappear. You know, it's been accidents, it's been all kind of stuff. So if Jerry go to bat for you and make stuff disappear, man, you got some loyalty got to be off in there at some point.
You making a case. At first, I wasn't feeling your case. I'm feeling your case now. Especially when you say some snitches that been telling on Zeke.
I mean, for real talk. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah.
You, at the end of the day, I mean, your field play and then your off the field performance, you know what I'm talking about, should actually add up too. I mean, if Big Daddy Jerry been taking care of all your little mishaps and making sure you stay out of jail, I mean, to me, that's some loyalty. You know what I'm talking about? You got to pay that back.
Yeah. And so, guys, okay, this is where I'm going to rock with you on that. Guys that know they was facing likely being out the league, like Randy, for you to hold the Cowboys nose to the fire, like, bro, you got to pay me. And then, honestly, I don't even see Randy Gregory having that leverage like that. You ain't played the full season.
I mean, he ain't playing the full season since we drafted him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's probably why his legs are still so, you know what I'm talking about, so new and so fresh, because he getting up there in age, but he ain't been playing nonstop. Yeah. So, you know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, he still got young legs. I mean, he finna go into an injury, getting the surgery done or clean up some stuff. So, you know, I mean, I was projecting when he first started playing that he was going to have a little bit more sacks than what he did. So, at the end of the day, even at your full potential, you still wasn't producing the numbers that we need you to perform.
And let me get your thoughts on this, bro. Just keeping it real. I think also because you got Micah Parsons, that take away a lot of leverage from Randy. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if we can go find that same type of player going in this round, somebody who's dual versatile, and that's why, you know, I be jokingly saying it, but real talk, I mean it. Jeff Heath as a safety, he ain't the most complex safety out there, but he can kick a 35 field goal. He can cook a 40-yard field goal. You know what I'm saying? So if he can play more than one position, I'm all for it. Now, he ain't going to be asked for nothing, you know what I'm saying? But we got to go into the league looking like that. You know what I'm talking about? We got to go and get some people like Cedric Wilson that also can play a little backup quarterback when you need him, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to diversify our mentality. We got to go and draft some people that can do more than one thing. Like LVE played 8-man. He played every position on there. We should have used LVE in some other positions and moved him around a little bit, too, because he is more versatile than just being just a linebacker.
Hey, I got a sneaky suspicion, Star. I think LVE gonna be back.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, like, overly impressed with his performance for the whole year. I'm not saying he didn't have a solid year, but when he came in his rookie year, I mean, he was the man. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen that yet since he had that second neck injury.
Yeah.
Like, he hadn't bounced back. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if he's tackling different because he ain't trying to re-injure it, or if he still got some lingering effects, or whatever the case may be. But, I mean, I ain't saying that if he ain't asked for top-notch dollar, I don't see why we can't keep him.
Nah, I don't think we should keep him. But I think we gonna.
I think he will. Yeah. He will be there, huh?
Yeah, dog.
I mean, if we can go get somebody, a young stud, I'd rather go get a young stud to replace him. Me personally.
A young stud.
But, you know, a young stud.
This is how I think they gonna handle it. This is how I think they gonna handle it, Star boy. I think what they gonna do is they gonna use him to prepare for BPA in the draft, right? Best player available. So they go kind of fill a lot of cheap needs. You know what I mean? And they go say, okay, you know what I mean? So they can say, at least we got a body in the linebacker room so that we don't have to feel like we got to, you know, reach for any talent. They do it every year. You know what I mean? He's a perfect candidate. He's a perfect candidate for team friendly.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm talking about? He know he ain't had making the numbers. Yeah. He ain't put up no crazy numbers. He know good and well he really ain't got no leverage or no strong legs to stand on to be like, no, you gonna pay me top notch. Nah. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I mean,
team friendly,
and then
dog.
he witnessed Jayron get cut. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what I'm saying? He should know. You know what I'm talking about? It don't take too much. You can be gone too. You know what I'm saying? So this was his prove me year, and I'm not gonna say. You didn't do enough to command top dollar, period.
Nope.
But I will say we got at some point in time we got to start fixing this damn offensive line, because the offensive line is, I mean, the San Fran exposes. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people trying to say it was Dak's fault, but if you look at the game, Dak had no time to let nothing develop. Like, literally, it was hut. I got 2 6. I got to run backwards. I'm finna get sacked, and they only rushed with 4.
Yeah. Hey,
so clearly we were not prepared for that game, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm talking about? But I don't like that everybody trying to put it all on Dak's shoulders. I mean, you got to give him some kind of time, something.
Hey, I'm finna throw a big curveball at you, Star. I do have a feeling, bro. Hear me out, too. I think Xavier Woods might be back.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Woods, I don't think is as bad as Brown getting burnt.
Yeah, and
getting ate up.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I would take a Woods over Brown.
And see, listen, this is why I think he gonna be back. I want y'all to hear me out. I think there's some waves in the background and some dots that's starting to align. Hear me out, Star. Check me out.
Okay.
So first of all, he played good up in Minnesota. Yeah, he's a free agent, and he's a cheap free agent. And we know Steven loves him, and there's rumors of Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? So if we get Zimmerman and Xavier played good and Steven like him and he cheap, that's a whole lot of dots that connect, bro.
Right.
So, and I know I said that on Twitter, man. My Twitter lit up. Balls was hot. But see, Star, I want to get your comment on what I'm getting ready to say. I couldn't stand Xavier Woods when he was here, but I believe everybody deserves a fresh year of film, right? Because I need to go really dig through his film, and I will be back, and I will tell you if he's a much better player or not. If he is and he's cheap, I wouldn't be mad at it. If he's a better player, let me ask you a question. Would you take this current Anthony Brown?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, Brown don't show up a lot of the times that he need to. You know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, I mean, he get. I call him Burnt Brown. You know what I'm talking about? Because he get burnt
why you call him that, my dog?
Burnt Brown. You know what I'm talking about? Burnt Brown. I mean, I'm just saying. You saw him against the Bucs. You know what I'm talking about? AB sliced his ass up several times. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And then I think it was to a point. They got him with so many damn flags. He's scared to be hands-on with people. At this point, he's so gun-shy, he don't even want to touch it. He got his hands up and still catching the penalty.
Right.
I mean, he ain't even turned his head around. Turn your head around. If you turn your head around and go make a play for the ball, they ain't going to give you all them damn PIs.
Right.
But you can't do that, and that's fundamentals. If you can't reflect fundamentals, you either have a learning curve or you're just not going to pick it up because you don't want to. So at that point, I mean, shit, you're getting burnt and you're getting all these flags. I mean, you know, talking about, I ain't seen nothing warning enough to keep AB.
Star, I got to ask you a question, dog. Are you judging Anthony Brown from his first 5 years or this previous season?
All the above.
I figured that. I'm only talking about this previous.
All the above. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch film. I just watch the real live stuff. But I see stuff. I see it as a player. I be like, man, what the hell? Like I saw them choke slamming motherfucker Micah half the game in San Fran. And a lot of time I didn't have to go watch the film. I could have counted with one hand probably 5 different parts where they were holding us that the referees clearly didn't see because they Ray Charles. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't see it and y'all on the field, this is what you supposed to officiate. I already knew the game wasn't gonna go our way. I already knew it was fuckery in there.
Star, feel me on this. Anthony Brown, low key, was one of our most consistent corners, dog.
I mean,
and that's coming from me.
He's not great.
That's coming
he ain't
from
great,
me.
Though.
I used to.
Okay, you can't put him on a 1, or really, you really can't put him on a 2. Not by himself. You got to have some help.
He was on a 2, dog.
Like, yeah, I know. And how many times did he get burnt?
No, Star. I think you holding him accountable for his early years. I have no problem with that because that's when I used to call him Boo-Boo Brown.
All of the above. You know what I'm talking about? He was looking a little bit. He had moments where he looked good. He had moments he looked good this year. I ain't gonna take it from him.
Yeah.
But still, consistently, it was some plays and some moments in some games where he was real suspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you are offensive coordinator sitting on the opposite side, you already know. Man, keep you about 3 cars to the back. Them possibles, we gonna hit them on Brown and they gonna become guarantees.
Yeah. Hey, but I appreciate you calling in, dog. Holding it down. It was dry up in here, man. You got it going, big dog. You got it going.
You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you got to get it cracking like fish grease. You know what I'm talking about?
Man,
But
yeah.
Let me just say this, though.
Yeah.
Cowboy Nation, y'all talking about, y'all keep repping. You know what I'm talking about? Stop the flip-flopping, because you know what I'm talking about, that right there? You get no respect from me with all the flip-flopping. It's the star or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no flip-flopping, buying other jerseys and rocking with other teams. Think you coming back next year. I'm calling you out if I see you, you know what I'm saying? And that just is what it is. I'm Star Boy 366, you know what I'm talking about? I do it an extra day, 'cause I do it in my sleep, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. I wear my jewelry in my sleep. I don't take my jewelry off. So I'm stars all the way. It's in my skin. I bleed this blue. And I want y'all to do the same, you know what I'm saying? None of this fake and foggy, none of this flippy floppy. Stay true to the star. Keep repping, regardless. Ain't no off season. What the hell is off season? You know what I'm saying?
See, Star, let me push back on you a little bit on that, all right? Just a little bit. Because you ever heard the saying, if I got to teach you how to be real, I don't need you around me?
That part.
Right. So if we got to teach people how to be fans, we don't need them around us. We just need to observe them and just get away from them. You feel me?
I ain't never rock with the fans, no way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's some people that are air quotations that are supposed to be diehards, and people are seeing you do some suspect things. All I'm saying is, don't think it's okay for you to flip-flop and then come back. We don't want you back. You know what I'm talking about? Stay wherever whoever you're ever supposed to stay that way.
Yeah. Hey, but I appreciate the call, big dog.
For sure.
All right, man.
We'll holler at you.
That was Starboy. Hold on, we got another call that quick? God damn. All right. Hold on real quick. Oh, man. No, that wasn't a call. That's just his phone system tripping. All right, hold on real quick. Y'all give me a second to get rid of this. Yeah, it's gone. All right. Oh, man. And see, now I done got rid of it. I can't bring my phones back. God, dog. Because I want to take some more calls. All right. That just means I need to give me a new phone system. This thing too janky. Anyway, moving on. So, getting back into the content that we was talking about, you know, the exit interview, going through the exit interview with these safeties. This is the deal. Our safety room got a lot of deals that I think is going to come back, because I think you do got to send Kearse out into the market. It's fair to him to see what he can command. It is fair to send Malik Hooker out into the market. It's just right for those guys to see what they can command. What I hope is that the Cowboys at least are offered what's called the first rights of refusal. Okay? And what that means is, yeah, go out there, talk to the people, see what you can command, and after you see what you can command, give us a call. At least give us a chance to match it. That's called the last rights of refusal. So, because there's certain people that might not even been in the league if it wouldn't have been for the Cowboys, like Malik Hooker. He was signed very late, and he was signed during a period to where most people are done signing. He was signed very late into the summer. Most teams was already moved on and already had their staff. So yeah, it's okay for you to play good football and say, because I played good football, it is just right for me to see what I can get. But at least I think all of those guys should at least give the Cowboys an opportunity to try to match or slightly top any offer that they get. All right. So then obviously the safety room also still has Donovan Wilson. So as we looking at him from an exit interview standpoint, right? And we just trying to look at our future. Isn't it amazing that Donovan Wilson last year was considered one of our best safeties, and this year he's likely really considered third or fourth? That shows you the potential of the safety room. And he's also still young. Remember, he's also still developing. So the safety room does have a lot of people that can get away, right? We can see that very clearly, from Damontae, right, to Kearse, obviously, right, to Malik. You know, that's a lot of talent that can get away quickly. I mean, the whole safety room can look totally different. You know, it can look totally different overnight. So, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what I think we should do. I think we should be cool with most of those guys getting away. Because wait till y'all see me go through these guys' film breakdown. It's some talented free agents out there that's also on cheap deals and will be on cheap deals. Now, y'all got to trust me when I say that, because I did the breakdown on Jayron Kearse. Okay? When most people was calling him a jag. Most people were saying that he likely wasn't going to make it out of training camp. If you go watch the film breakdown that I did on him, which is in the description, I said and predicted everything that he currently did this year. And I'm telling y'all, yes, Day Walker, Day Walker feeling me. Day Walker, listen, Justin Reed is real nice. Real nice. So I'm telling y'all, I got the film breakdown that I'm gonna likely break out tomorrow or Wednesday. And then Leon said, he said Sorensen won't come cheap if he get a ship again with Kansas City. He likely still will come cheap. I'm telling you, because he was cheap and he was also a free agent last year that was dirt cheap this year. Because I'm going to go through all of that. I'm going to go through their market values. I'm going to go through their projections. A lot of these guys could be signed for the same price that we got the other free agents for. And see, this is what I'm telling y'all. When I go through this, because I'm going to go through their film, I'm kind of starting to develop a new strategy for the safety room. This is what I'm thinking, and I'm going to run this by everybody. Do receiver by committee all over again. Yeah, I hate this, but you right, D.A. Lee. You right. You are right when you said this. D.A. switching the subject, but I'm going to switch it with him because he right. I just want to kind of take this comment because it's in relation to the safeties. He said, if DQ rolls out, some of our guys will definitely follow him. You right, bro. And that's what makes this all a risk, because you right. If Dan Quinn goes, likely we also could be losing Joe Witt. And Joe Witt was the coach who held that safety room together and was able to rotate safeties. Who rotates safeties successfully? Now, Dallas rotated safeties, but it wasn't successful. It was the time Barry Church was being rotated in for Jeff Heath. That was always stupid. And when we interviewed Barry Church, I asked him straight up. I said, what was Dallas doing rotating you with Heath? He said, man, who you telling? Yeah. And if we lose Joe Witt, ooh, that can mess up the safety room. And that means we would have to get all the coaches right. But that's a real good comment, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a real good comment. We got to keep an eye on, we definitely got to keep an eye on that safety room. And my boy Kevin said Kearse gone. Oh, he might not be gone, bruh. We talked about that earlier. He might not be gone, Kevin. And this is why. And I'm going to say it again because usually on YouTube, my YouTube people come in late. The safety market itself is devaluing safeties. So Harris kept Kearse on the bench at Minnesota. And that's why I was saying in my breakdown on Kearse, I broke it down that Kearse was always good. The problem with Kearse is he was in a deep safety room when he was at Minnesota, and it prevented him from getting on the field. It wasn't that he wasn't cold and starter quality. It was just the guys that was over him was just that much better. So good players sometimes can be buried. Which brings me back to this list and why I'm going to have to also talk about a part 2 of this series to where I'm going to go through some of the free agent safeties. And I'm telling you, these boys film rock. And some of these dudes straight sleepers, right? And I'm telling you, I spotted Kearse a long time ago. I'm telling you, it's some guys that's available, that's free agents, that's going to be just as good in terms of steal quality. I'm going to say it early. One of the biggest Kearse, y'all hear me out, one of the best potential Kearse replacements that we should take a serious look at, Marcus Allen from Pittsburgh. Because he is just like Kearse in terms of buried in a deep safety room. He's at Pittsburgh. So Terrell Edmonds is in front of him and was drafted in the first round. You also have Minkah Fitzpatrick over there. How the hell is any safety go get some reps with them two? Because you know you go play your first rounder, and you know it ain't too many people just better than Minkah Fitzpatrick, period. So you will have talent like a Marcus Allen as well as a Miles Killebrew. Both of those guys are in Pittsburgh. Both of those guys have outstanding college careers. Both of those guys were strikers. Both of those guys play good football, but they're buried, just like Kearse was. Kearse was always good. He was just buried. And I'm telling y'all, when you shopping, we got to learn how to think like the Joneses. We got to learn how to think like Steven, to where we're not going to go after the top dollar guys. We go try to find value deals. Most of these guys are value deals. I can't wait to go to their film. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a toss-up to me who better out of Justin Reed and Tracy Walker. Wait till I show y'all Tracy Walker film. Boy, that boy Tracy a monster. So what am I saying when we talking about the potential of the safety room and the exit interviews? Now, I do this every year, and I'm gonna tell you something. Oh man, hold on real quick. I hate this comment because it's so real. But it might not be real. Let me fight you back on this one. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Hold on. See y'all. See, because I like this because y'all already know where I'm going. My boy William Kill said Chris Shaw got the DC job at Pittsburgh. He's going to keep the talent. I don't know, bro. I don't know. See, because they already got solid talent. They got a room that's, frankly, I'm being honest, too deep. They room is too deep. Just like the Minnesota safety room was too deep with Harris and Smith. It was too deep. So you got Minka and you got Terrell Edmonds, who's also now a free agent. But you also got Marcus Allen and Miles Killebrew. They likely ain't gonna keep all those guys. They not gonna pay additional market value for backup safeties when you got starters. So they gonna likely have to send Marcus Allen and Miles Killebrew to the open market. And it's gonna take some people to have vision and to recognize what really happened to them. Just like I was able to recognize what happened to Kearse. I always said, and this is not bragging, this is not about bragging, this is about how to shop and what is the direction of the safety room. I always said in my book from 2 years ago that he was a top sleeper. And I literally said, I'm gonna read it. I said, Jayron Kearse is the Boss Cowboy best sleeper in the UFA safety class. He has the Georgia local size with a better youth. Kearse had a DWI, which will lower his price. Kearse also has limited film. The limited film is not due to a lack of skill, but due to a super talented safety room. For example, there was a time legendary safety Sean Taylor was a backup at the University of Miami. Was Taylor not good enough for Miami? No. Taylor was behind Hall of Famer Ed Reed. No, Kearse is not Taylor. But Taylor is an example of how exceptional talent can be buried. Kearse will be one of the best deals in free agency with considerable upside. More importantly, he comes in day one as an upgrade to both Heat and Woods. Yeah. So, like, that's why I say this is not bragging. This is about looking at situations that's similar to Kearse. And I'm telling y'all, that Marcus Allen is the next Kearse. Y'all hear me out. I'm telling you, that Marcus Allen is the next Kearse. Now, I wanna ask y'all a question. Let's just keep it real. If the Dallas Cowboys, when I wrote the Boss Cowboy Guide, would have gave Kearse a 3-year deal, would that have been worth it? Of course. Of course it would have been worth it. Because when I look at free agents, this is the honest to God way that sometimes I look at these guys. These guys is almost like the stock market. You got to be able to time upside. You got to be able to time it. If you get these guys before they rise, you're going to be rich. If you look at it like the stock market. If you try to pay for them after everybody already know they good, you'll overpay. So to me, the key to most of this is finding situations that's similar to Kearse and taking a chance. I'm going to tell you another guy that's in a Kearse situation. Saron Neal. Saron Neal at Buffalo was in a deep room. A deep safety room, a deep corner room. So, for 4 years, he never really was going to ever get a chance to take out those guys. Because that's a top defense with top safeties and top corners. Except for Wallace. Wallace got cooked the other day. But Saron Neal was a very versatile guy coming out of college. I know these guys. I've been researching these guys now for years. These guys are not new to me. I've been tracking these guys for years now. Okay. And so I'm gonna tell y'all why some of these guys go be sleepers. Because it's just like when you in a deep room, the key is, could you come to the Cowboys and be an upgrade? That's the key question. Or could you satisfy? Can I say it like that? I say it like that. Because I can't wait to get into these guys' film, because it's going to excite y'all. It's going to excite y'all, man. Yeah. And yeah, this is a good comment by William. Yeah, good comment. He said, I like Tart, but he gets injured a lot. That's why some of these guys rank the way that they're ranked. Like, some of these guys would be ranked higher if it wasn't for their injury history. Like Tashawn Gibson. If he didn't have the injury history that he was, I would have him ranked up there with Justin Reed, Tracy Walker, and Dean. But Tashawn Gibson and Tart will be guys, if we was to do safety by committee again, I would treat them like we did Malik Hooker. Bring in a volume of safeties, rotate them. Yeah. And then Darius Davis, he said this. He said, Marcus Allen came from Penn State. Penn State always had a good defense. That's why I want the Cowboys to draft Jaquan Brisker. Exactly. So, yeah, so basically, we got some opportunities, and I'm going to sum this all the way up. Based on Will McClay, and how he is very good in the offseason, when I look at the size of the safety room and the safety market, I honest to God think we gonna be okay all over again. Even if that whole room is depleted. I'm talking about if we lose everybody. Based on the market size and the market price, I'm gonna go through that too. I'm gonna show y'all the market prices of these safeties. Bruh, listen. Honestly, the safety free agent class is so quality, mixed with our guys that's likely go come back. Bro, our safety room is gonna be good all over again. So, I'm gonna just say this. In the exit interview of the safety room, we okay. And trust me, because I really look deep into this. The key things that you got to look at when you're trying to look at free agency and helping the Dallas Cowboys is the depth of the class. If it's a lot of potential guys in the class, that's a good chance that we go acquire some of those guys and keep that talent in that room. And I'm going to tell you right now, the safety class is pretty deep. It's pretty deep. And this is not all the safeties that I'm going to feature, because I didn't even list all the safeties. But I'm going to go through these guys as we still dealing with the exit interview. So, man, pretty much that's what to look forward to with this safety room. And we going to be bringing you more and more content like this with Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Make sure y'all definitely share this content. That's one of the key things to do. Share this content. Especially, you know, where I started with that Dez stuff. Yeah. And Kenny, I like what Kenny said. Because we go do that. That's likely going to be the next one that I address. He said, our online, we got to address that. That's likely going to be my next one that I do, because I'm doing all these according to biggest need, right? So to me, safety is the biggest need because we have so many on 1-year contracts. But then after that, Kenny, we're going to be dealing with the offensive line because that just needs to be addressed from a talent perspective. And we're going to talk about the options that we have and what can we do. Yeah, and then he said, my favorite topic, right, boss? Absolutely. Yeah, we go address that offensive line. And we go do it in depth because all of this is also leading up to the book, right? And yes, listen, yes, I already got this ready too. And I'm telling you, I got the film breakdown on all this. I'm saying run stopping DTs. I've already identified 7. I've already identified 7 high quality run stopping DTs that's going to be around the Brent Urban price range. Because we got to think like that, because we know that's how Stephen Jones shot. But it's some run stoppers in this free agency class that don't even cost that much. I got the film breakdown on those guys too. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the order we gonna likely do it. We go through the film of these guys and potential replacements if we lose that safety room. We go through the film session on some of these guys, kind of whet your appetites, right? But then we go get into that offensive line, or we go right into run stoppers. We go right into run stoppers. The run stopper film, y'all go love it, because there's some guys that's out there, and I'm telling you, again, Brent Urban prices. Yeah. And then now I don't think we go do this one, what you talking about in free agency. He said east to west linebackers. To be honest, I think we go stab that one in the draft. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you, because linebacker prices can be pretty expensive, and Stephen Jones, I don't think that's how he go do it. But I will have some linebacker options as well as we get into the exit interviews of those. But we are now in the off season, and I want y'all to stay with Boss Cowboy Sports, because we gonna be covering this type of stuff. Let me go back, because I missed some super chats real quick. I want to make sure I take all the super chats, because I was talking and I missed some super chats. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, so we got a super chat from Coach Marv. He said, boss, it is so important that DQ somehow stays. This young defense needs a second year with the same defense message. This defense has not come close to what it can be year two. Yeah. To be honest, Coach Marv, appreciate the super chat too, obviously. And then I like this, and I'm gonna address that, Coach Marv. And then William Kill said, Boss Draft Guide, best $5 spent. I know, bro. I'm not charging enough for that Boss Cowboy Guide. I'm not, because it's no books that's out there, I'm telling you, for the Dallas Cowboys that addresses free agents and draft. The Boss Cowboy Guide is the only book that's gonna talk about both. Because you're going to see a whole lot of people in draft season. I'm going to still take what you're talking about, Coach Marv. But give me a chance to kind of sell the reason why people should be looking forward to the book, to be honest. Because I really dig heavily into this offseason. And I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of popcorn content that's getting ready to happen. Because there's no way any of us can predict what we're going to draft until we're done with free agency. Anybody that's trying to call any draft smart or stupid is BSing you. You can't look at any mock right now and take it serious. You can't, because it's putting the cart before the horse. How do you know what's going to be urgent for Dallas until we get through free agency? You don't. So I'm not going to approach our content like that. We first got to go through free agency. And then as we go through free agency, then we can talk about, after free agency, what we're likely to draft. If I didn't do it like that, I'm just giving you popcorn content. And I'm not going to do y'all like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in the order of the offseason. Free agents, then draft content. That's how it should be. Obviously, we go still talk about draft candidates and all that kind of stuff, but nobody can and should be telling you what's smart or what's dumb right now or what we should be drafting. It's not even realistic. It's just popcorn content talk. And everybody deserves better than that. You're not going to get that from me. So, yeah. But going back to Coach Marv's point when he said with that $10 super chat, that we should do everything to keep Quinn. Yeah, I think we should throw the book at Quinn. For the points you said, that the year one of Quinn was already so epic with that young defense. How much more a year two of Quinn? That's facts, Coach Marv. I appreciate that comment. Number two, and to me, the biggest reason you got to pay Quinn or do whatever you got to do to keep him. Because when you lose Quinn, you also lose an army of sub coaches that are solid. Like Aiden Dirty, like Joe Witt, like Al Harris. Like when we did the show yesterday and we did the thumbs up and thumbs down on all the coaches, hardly any of the coaches got 8 thumbs down. So when you add that to what Coach Marv said, oh, Kelly Moore, oh, you can go. I mean, I really can care less what happened to Kelly Moore. I really don't care. You know, Kelly Moore, like, for real, like, I easily say goodbye to you. But Dan Quinn, totally different story. So, going back to liking and subscribing. First, everybody, did you like the content? If you did, say you did by hitting the like button. That's first. Second, please share the content. You know, sharing is making your voice matter. That's how you do it. And it's putting the ideas out there that you believe in. Third, we always appreciate those who donate to Boss Cowboy Sports. We've been getting a lot of donations lately, and I appreciate that. And it's the reason we've been getting it. People that been donating been saying when they giving to Boss Cowboy Sports in the CashApp, they leaving notes and they saying, we appreciate the content. We appreciate the videos. We appreciate that you trying to give us real content. That almost means just as much as the dollars that y'all giving, because that means y'all appreciate the content. So for those who continue to donate, it's going to a good cause. Because first of all, I already talked to Big Game James. We go out to the Senior Bowl this year. Okay. And going out to the Senior Bowl is going to allow me to get footage of the draft candidates that we go be able to get. And y'all know me, I'm not going to give y'all no sugar. So one of the things y'all can always do is obviously help with that trip. Anything helps. I'm not begging, but anything helps, right? Helps towards getting out there, getting the room, get the Airbnb, you know, and all the stuff that I got to do to get and deliver the content. And then obviously when I'm out there, I have the equipment to go live, to have a high quality, high productive show while I'm sitting in Mobile, Alabama at the Senior Bowl. Likely it's gonna be me and Big Game James. We go likely stream to each other's channels, probably in a hotel or something, or early that morning before they practice, but definitely at night after we done networked and met a lot of those guys and met some of those coaches and did all of that stuff. But we gonna be bringing y'all all of that content because we are in the off season, and you know that's just what we gonna be doing to take the content to another level, as well as for me to be able to get my physical eyes on some of these candidates. But that's Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Y'all stay up, and y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.